Councilmember Atkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I have, there's a number of people coming forward that I'd like to introduce to you in just a moment. This Wednesday, September 18th, is a special day at Qualcomm Stadium. A group of local and national businesses have come together to sponsor Strikeout AIDS at the ballpark day in an effort to further educate the community about HIV and AIDS. I would also say that Governor Davis has proclaimed September 13th and September 18th as HIV awareness days in the state of California. I'm honored to have with us here today the founder of Strikeout AIDS, Matt Barasch, who's been working hard these past 2 years to bring HIV/AIDS awareness to a major league, to all major league ballparks across the country. In fact, just this past Friday night, Strikeout AIDS held a fantastic HIV/AIDS awareness night at Edison International Field in Anaheim, where the hometown Angels joined with Strikeout AIDS to sponsor the event. Last year, the Padres sponsored a similar awareness night. This year, they've chosen not to assist Strikeout AIDS with their event, which I think is rather unfortunate, and I hope they'll co-sponsor this event in future years. I do think it's a great way to get important information out to the public on AIDS treatment and prevention. However, this year's event will go on still outside Jack Murphy Stadium outside Jack Murphy Field in the parking lot of Qualcomm Stadium, thanks to the generosity of our local and national sponsors. And some of the representatives are here today, and I'd like to recognize them and thank them for their continued commitment to this cause. We have Jonathan Sherman with Strikeout AIDS. I believe he's not here today. Michael Mack, of course, of Club Montage, Lynn Regan of Bourbon Street, and Susan Van Veer of Augeron Pharmaceuticals. I want to thank you for your continued support. All of you, I think, were here last year. And now I want to share with you the language of the resolution before I ask Matt to say a few words on behalf of Strikeout AIDS. And I condensed the language so you wouldn't have to hear me read all the whereases, but this is the language in the resolution that you'll be supporting today. AIDS is the world's most infectious disease. And since the beginning of the epidemic, AIDS has killed nearly 22 million people and is now the fourth leading cause of death worldwide. There are over 40 million people living with HIV or AIDS worldwide, and more than 10,000 people have been diagnosed with HIV/AIDS in San Diego County since December 1999. HIV is spreading disproportionately among men of color, children, and women, and because the love of baseball is a phenomenon that transcends people of all ages, races, and gender, Strikeout AIDS is an organization that has been created to provide an obvious and cost-efficient means by which to educate large segments of society attending baseball games about HIV and AIDS. A myriad of local and national businesses and companies have joined Strikeout AIDS in this endeavor, and I really appreciate all of their support. That will make the difference. Bourbon Street, Club Montage, Riches and Flicks, both local bars in addition to Bourbon Street and Club Montage, United Airlines, Clear Vision Opticals, Augeron Pharmaceuticals, Abbott Laboratories, ITG Tech, CalFed, Buzz Magazine, The Gay and Lesbian Times, Update, Frontiers, Orange County Blade, Budweiser, Genre, Baja Facial Implants, GlaxoSmithKline, Upper Deck, Jocko, Imperial Court de San Diego, TomorrowDesign.com, StatScript Pharmacy, ProCare Pharmacy, Clinical Estequia, I believe, Starbucks Coffee, Charter Funding, El Cortez, and University of San Francisco Sports and Fitness Management graduate program. I mean, these are all people that have come to the table to help support this because they think it's a worthy cause, and it does get information out to regular people who love baseball. And I think it's a great idea, a wonderful idea. These sponsors have all come together to produce a pregame tailgate party at which each and every HIV and AIDS organization in San Diego County has been invited to attend the game and set up tables at the pregame event to disseminate information about HIV and AIDS, and thereafter enjoy a baseball game together in a night of reflection, celebration, and unity. And last year was a wonderful event. We had a number of children and organizations that benefit from the funds that they raise there for that night, and it was a very touching and moving moment. So I want to thank you for that. Maybe next year we'll be on the field again and able to let these kids toss out the pitch as they did last year. So now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of San Diego that this council does hereby recognize Strikeout AIDS and the various local and national sponsors for their efforts to help educate the community about HIV and AIDS with the Strikeout AIDS Night at the ballpark in San Diego on September 18th, 2002. And be it further resolved that September 18th, 2002 be and is hereby proclaimed to be Strikeout AIDS Night at the ballpark day in the city of San Diego. And I'd like to ask Matt Barasch, the founder of Strikeout AIDS, to say a few words.
Thank you. Ms. Atkins pretty much said every single thing that I had intended on saying, so it's going to be rather easy for me. I can just tell you I could not do this without the support of my sponsors. In particularly, Agron Pharmaceuticals for 2 years in a row has come in as my highest sponsor, and Bourbon Street, Montage, United Airlines, and Clear Vision have just, even with the difficulties I've had with the Padres getting involved this year, stood by me. And it's still going to be an important event because we're going to still reach the people that we're targeting, which is the people that come to enjoy baseball. So thank you very much, all of you, for supporting this. Thank you, Mayor Murphy.
Thank you.
From you. Yeah, one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good to see you.
You guys are always great.
Appreciate to see you.
And George, we appreciate you being the official photographer of the city of San Diego. All right, Ms. Atkins says move to approve item 31. There's a second. Please vote.